Hey everybody, it's BondOfGames bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. It seems you guys really enjoyed the first battle I had against Kobe, so I couldn't help but go through my versus recorder and see what other decent matches I saved. This one was with my man GiancarloParimango11. John always ends up pushing me really hard in battles, and sometimes he accidentally teaches me some things, and this battle is no exception. You'll see a little bit later. Also, a lot of people have been asking me where I got all those shiny Pokemon in the battle against Kobe. I actually got them from a viewer in one of John's live streams on Twitch, and I ended up battling him, so I'll actually upload that as the next video if you guys want. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into this. Alright, John leads in with his Rotom Wash, and I lead in with my Greninja, and I know from the get-go I'm not going to do anything to this thing. And he's probably going to end up trying to do a Will-O-Wisp. So I end up using U-Turn to actually do a little bit of damage instead of just switching out. And I send in my Alakazam. Now my Alakazam has Magic Guard, so basically no moves. I'm sorry, only moves can do damage to it. It won't take damage from Sandstorm, Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, any of that stuff. So anyway, I go ahead and use Psy Shock because I'm trying to go for a 2-hit KO, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it. But he barely hangs on with a second one, and this is pretty much the exact same Rotom that I've got, but not shiny. Resto Chesto, Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Will-O-Wisp, same exact thing. So he goes for the Resto Chesto right here, and I figured there's no possible way I can get a safe switch in, so best thing I could possibly do is go for a Psy Shock and hope to do a little bit of damage. And here he does the Hydro Pump, it takes me out. So now I know he's going to do Will-O-Wisp, and Will-O-Wisp cripples half my team. So I decided to go for Salamence because this thing's actually packing a Lumberry. So I actually went for the Dragon Dance first so I can get my attack boost, get my speed boost, and hopefully take it out in the next turn. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp. He makes contact, but like I said, I've got the Lumberry, so there you go. And again, I was expecting the KO right here, but didn't quite make it. So Dragon Claw didn't cut it. Anyway, he misses the Will-O-Wisp, which in the long run does not matter in this fight. I go for the Dragon Claw and knock him out. Either way, he's going to be knocked out this turn. And my Moxie boosts my attack even more, so the Will-O-Wisp would have done some attack cutting, but he sends in Weavile. I have no idea what I was thinking. I might have been expecting an Ice Punch, but for some reason, I didn't go for the no-brainer move and go, oh, he's going to use Ice Shard. Let me switch. Nope. So Salamence ends up dying, and that's my terrible mistake count number 1. Here's number 2. I send in Greninja. Little did I know that Weavile had 5 more points of speed than Greninja. So that was the second most terrible move I made in this fight. And at this point, I'm thinking it might be over. But he goes for the Swords Dance while I go for my Swords Dance. I was kind of expecting him to do Night Slash and whittle me down a little bit and then follow with Shadow Sneak. Now, I have no idea why. But he goes for Night Slash, and I did not go for Shadow Sneak. I should have gone for the Shadow Sneak and tried to take him out in that one hit. And I think I might have accidentally clicked Sacred Sword. So I think that was a misclick. Terrible mistake number 3. But, as I mentioned in the last episode, Aggron is a beast. So, let me explain to you a couple things about Aggron. Once he turns Mega, and he uses Rock Polish, no Pokemon can outspeed him without some kind of stat boost, or maybe Choice Scarf, something along those lines, or Mega Evolution. So I use Rock Polish, I ate up his Brick Break, no problem. He is a monster tank. So Rock Polish puts me above Weavile's speed, I go for the Iron Head, easy one-hit KO. And now, keep in mind, I made 3 terrible mistakes that cost me 3 of my Pokemon up to this point. I go for the Stone Edge here. He's got that multi-scale, so he takes a bit less damage from the first move. And he goes for the Earthquake, ate it up. his defenses are so high. I think it's a base 180, so it's ridiculously high. But anyway, multi-scale's not in effect anymore because he's not at full HP, obviously. So I end up getting the easy 2-hit KO right there with the Stone Edge. Now he sends in Excadrill. I'm not gonna lie, this turn mattered greatly. I go for the Iron Head knowing I have no other option except Stone Edge, which could have gotten a crit, but hey, it wouldn't have done that much damage. I go for the Iron Head hoping for the flinch, and I make it. There's a 30% chance that Iron Head will make the opponent flinch, and it just happened to do it at the one time it really mattered. So I pop the air balloon, go for the Earthquake, take him out, and he sends in his Tyranitar. And for anybody that watches John's battles, you know that this Tyranitar is his main Mega, always. So he goes for the Mega Tyranitar, and I know, okay, I can go for the Iron Head or the Earthquake, and in the end I was like, wait a minute, Iron Head's gonna do more because of the same type of attack bonus, but I did not expect another flinch. That flinch may or may not have mattered too much because of what's coming up next. But I go for the Iron Head and I take him out, and now all he's got left is his Staraptor. Now what I didn't know about his Staraptor is that his Staraptor is actually Choice Scarf, so he easily outspeeds me, goes for the Brave Bird, and takes out that last 12 HP of damage. And the reason he went for Brave Bird and not something like Close Combat is because he knows my last Pokemon is Gliscor and he doesn't have much other options. And honestly, I don't know what other moves he has. If he had a normal type move, it may have helped out. Maybe if he had Double Edge, but I'm not sure if he's got that or not, or if he decided against it. But anyway, I send out my Gliscor, which is my last Pokemon. So since its only attacking move is Earthquake, I have no choice but to protect, get the Toxic Orb poison, then stall away with Toxic. So this turn I go for the Toxic. And from this point on, he's taking a little bit of Sandstorm damage each turn, as well as the Toxic. And I'm just gonna sub-protect until everything's over. Now, what I was saying about the Tyranitar maybe not mattering too much, Gliscor does have access to Earthquake. I could have protected the first turn, got my Toxic Orb, done Earthquake, Protect, and just kept healing a little bit every turn so that he really couldn't kill me. Like, I definitely would have taken out his Tyranitar, but what I don't know is if in the long run this battle with Staraptor would have mattered. Either way, this battle is going to come down to a 1-0, because it would have came down to the last two Pokemon regardless of what happened. But anyway, that's the battle. Good game, John. I made 3 critical mistakes, so if I didn't make those mistakes, who knows how the battle would have lasted, because we would have been making different moves, obviously. So there's no telling what could have happened if I had known Weavile was faster than Greninja, and so on and so forth. But that one Iron Head against Excadrill, if anything mattered in this battle, that was it. I'm not gonna lie. Tyranitar, not so much. Excadrill, oh, that made the whole difference in the end. But anyway, that's my last Pokemon. That's his. And I had defeated John. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, there were a bunch of people commenting about me having a bunch of shinies in the battles and wondering where the heck I got them all. Did I breed them all? What happened? Someone gave them to me, and I'll basically explain that more in the next battle whenever I battle that guy, Savin11. So get ready for that tomorrow. And until then, thank you guys very much for watching. Goodbye. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch and all that other stuff in the description.